Hi there, this is Karla, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about strong reasons for living. This is our Factors in Action episode where Liz and I are bringing you practical tips and tools that can help you really embody the 10 healing factors into your life. I want to talk about strong reasons for living and meaning and purpose. And there are a lot of people that struggle with what's my purpose? And I think we need to reframe that a little bit. Number one, purpose doesn't have to be some big grandiose thing, right? It's not fame and fortune and Nobel Prizes. It's the simple things that are so easy for us, we forget about it or we take it for granted. Think about your gifts, your God-given gifts, your divine-given gifts, whatever the right word is for you to use in this case. And think about those gifts that come so easy to you. It astounds you when people are like, oh my gosh, this is such a great thing that you did, or you're so good at that, or that comes so easy for you. Those are your gifts. They do come easy to you because they're your gifts. They're not easy for other people. So you really need to recognize that, take that in. It's not easy for everybody to be as compassionate as you are. It's not as easy for everybody to be as thoughtful as you are, to always have the right thing to say, to always be there when somebody needs you. Not everybody has the gift of creating amazing food that nourishes and heals people. So remember that. It comes easy to you. It does not come easy to others. Thinking about your strong reasons for living and meaning and purpose, right? What brings meaning and purpose to your life? When do you feel really good about something that you've done, something that you've helped people with? And meaning and purpose can really come from work, from relationships and connection. It can come from our hobbies. It can come from our volunteer work, how we show up in the world for anyone and everyone. So for me, I know that my meaning and purpose comes in love and connection and really helping people to be seen, right? I like to go to the grocery store or wherever I go out in public and really look at people and see them and say hello to them. And if somebody's got a name tag on, I'm using their name. And if they don't have a name tag on and they're in the service industry, I'm asking them for their name. That's a little bit of my gift. I also happen to have the gift of inspiration. I've always been a very optimistic and positive person. So I've been able to inspire people with positivity, and certainly my story of surviving cancer is one of inspiring others. I believe that we need to take that step back and look deeper and really look at where is it that I show up in the world for people? Where is it I make a difference for others? And start there to find your strong reasons for living. So when you think about that, you think about your strengths. What are your strengths? What are the things that help you to feel empowered, which therefore then reinforces I am capable, right? I feel empowered. I feel capable. That must be strength. That must be something I'm good at. Also, where do you find satisfaction? What makes you feel good about yourself? What brings satisfaction into your life? And if we put those strengths to work on a daily basis, this will lead us to recognizing our meaning and purpose. I have some books to recommend. One of them is a book by Richard Leider, and Richard J. Leider is the author of The Power of Purpose, Find Meaning, Live Longer, Better. Richard has several books on this particular topic and on others. He's also a co-author of this one called Life Reimagined, Discovering Your New Possibilities. These are both great books. This one is really good for people who have maybe stepped out of their primary career and are ready to look at their secondary career or the second chapter in their life, i.e. retirement, right? This one helps you to reimagine your life and discover the new possibilities in your life. And then this is just a really great one for really understanding purpose. What is purpose? How does purpose work? Can you find meaning in your life? So Richard talks about unlocking your gifts. He says, purpose feeds 3 deep spiritual hungers: to connect deeply with the power of choice in our lives, to actively know that we have a unique gift to give the world, and to use our gifts to make a contribution in some meaningful way. So this is where you really need to take that step back and figure out what your gift is. And there's some ways that you can ask others to help you find your gifts, right? So if you think about the people in your life, what would the people closest to you say that you're good at? Send them a text message. This is a beautiful exercise, because if you send your closest friends or family members a text message and say, what do you think I'm good at? What do you think my gifts are that are easy for me, but not easy for others? Those are really good questions to ask your friends to get that response back. It's going to fill you up. It's going to bring you to tears. It's going to make you recognize that you haven't been giving yourself credit for what you do, right? For the thing that's special about you, for your gift. And you can also think back to your childhood. What were the things that you felt were strengths in your childhood or in your younger years? Strengths are another area to look at. Strengths and gifts, right? What hobbies, what routines, what pursuits would allow you to use your strengths or your gifts on a regular basis? Where do you already use them? Where do they get noticed? Where do they show up in your life? You've got to be curious. You've got to take a step back and see things through someone else's eyes to help you identify what is it that other people see about you that they may not find easy to do, but comes really easy for you. So another book I absolutely love, there's a whole series of them called Strengths Finders. Strength Finders is from Gallup. This one helps you to discover your Clifton strengths. There are a number of different strengths, and for each of your top 5, they give you a whole report on all of your strengths, and then your top 5 are the ones that are really something that shows up in nearly all aspects of your life. I started doing Strengths Finders when I was in the corporate world, and I found it very interesting and really helpful. I loved to learn about myself and how I could improve myself, how I could be a better person, how I could capitalize on my strengths. I've never been big on let me bolster my weaknesses, because I really think it's better to focus on strengths, which is what this book is all about. But there's also the VIA strength test that you can do online. It's VIA, and I don't remember exactly what that stands for, but it's a quicker test and it's free, and you can do that VIA strengths test and again, get what are your strengths? Remember, take it down a couple of notches from what you think your purpose needs to be. What you do on a day-to-day basis, the way you connect with others is where it really matters. How are you helping others? Where are you lifting someone's mood? When are you making someone smile? Are you the person that brings laughter to the group? Are you the one that's thoughtful and remembers all the milestones? Think about those kinds of things and then capitalize on that. Do more of that for your friends and family. Join a volunteer organization where you can do that for others. Within my church community, I am on the caring team. I love to send cards to people to inspire them, to encourage them, to lift them up. So whenever someone in our community is a little down, has had a surgery, has been hospitalized, or is just ill and needs extra help, I love to send cards to help lift their spirits. And that's just one little way that I rely on my gifts to be able to help others, which brings meaning and purpose to my life. So get off the treadmill of life, stop running, and slow down and think about where you have gifts that can be of service to others. I hope this was helpful. And I'm so glad you joined us for the Factors in Action episode for this week. Stay tuned each week on Wednesdays for our Stories That Heal podcast interview. And then each Monday, we release a Factor in Action episode to give you some tips. So again, this is Karla from Health Navigators. I hope that you will click below to subscribe and follow us. Maybe you can share some of these tips and information that we're sharing with people that you know that could benefit from it. And we hope to see you in a workshop or coaching or community event or some way engaging with us to help you on your healing journey.